For many people, crafting a strong ending to your story can be the hardest part. Some people tend to ramble on without ever reaching a solid conclusion, while others end too abruptly and rob the audience of their satisfaction. There are no hard and fast rules for ending stories well, but here are some tips and tricks that tend to lead to better story endings. First, as we've stated before, make sure you offer a real resolution to your conflict and climax. If the audience still has a lot of questions at the end, you probably haven't offered them enough of a resolution. This should definitely be your first priority if you haven't done so already. Second, try to begin with the end in mind. So what do I mean by that? It sounds a little confusing. Well, you probably want to know where you're going to end your story before you even begin, because if you don't know where you're going, it's a lot harder to get there. If you know your ending, however, it's easier to start there and work backwards. Mentally, it's a far easier exercise and leads to better, more concise stories. Third, avoid rambling. Easier said than done, right? Well, if you're having trouble figuring out the correct ending to your story, it's often best practice to close it as quickly and simply as possible. You could try quickly answering the outstanding questions by saying something like, "She went home and went to sleep," only to start over again the next day. Cliche as it is, it can wrap up the story enough for you to finish. This can even be done with a flippant, "and that's it." If pulled off correctly, that kind of attitude can lend humor to your conclusion and help your audience forgive any wandering around that you may indulge in. Endings are tough to pull off smoothly, and the best storytellers do it by tackling their endings first. Know where you want to go, and the path will show itself to you.